Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today I got some stuff to show you, both, well, here and actually on a test world where I've been working. So first off, not really much has changed here. Well, if you can kind of see some of the things I've changed, and some people might not like that, but whatever, you know what, it's my world, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Anyway, I've got some plans, like a lot of plans. We've actually got one of the plans already set up. We just need to actually get about to, putting it together. But I've also cultivated up all the eggs again, so we've got a bunch of stuff here. Also, we did say we were gonna hatch a Ceratosaurus and a Stegosaurs today, so we'll take care of that in a second. I got this stuff from my last AFK session. Actually, you know what? Let's just quickly make some bread, because I can't be bothered to go grab some food. There we go. And we can just chuck the rest of this stuff in here. Or not. Dump chest to electric boogaloo, one might call it. And actually, I should grab the Dinopedia real quick. There we go. Do I have any fossils? I don't think I checked. I don't have any there or there. So, yeah, I don't think I went fossil mining this time around. No, I didn't. All right, well, that doesn't really matter. This is what I have to show you guys. I have put in a lot of work here. This is the new Ceratosaurus exhibit. And for those of you who have been around for, I'd say probably a bit more than a year, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, something like that, this won't be entirely unfamiliar to you, this whole style of Ceratosaurus exhibit. You'll notice one thing, I did replace that fence with an electrical fence type build, mainly just because I think that fits better, and I was like, oh, maybe I should keep a rock wall. I haven't replaced that one yet. I'm probably still gonna replace that either with natural rocks or with a fence. I'm not sure, but to be honest, I don't even really think it matters that much with that kind of fence, because to be honest, you can't really see it. So some might be like, oh, why didn't you keep the rock fence? Purely just because I wanted this fence, because I think it looks cool. But yeah, our Ceratosaurus, little Autumn, now lives in a rather massive, well, not massive, but a rather nice looking spruce forest exhibit. And I'm really happy with how it turned out, actually. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Got nice little trees, or giant trees. We got some tree stumps. It is somewhat of a replication of the really old Ceratosaurus exhibit I had back in the day. We got little Autumn back there. Then, as you can already kind of see, if we continue down here, I did a lot of terraforming, and I did the exact opposite of what I thought I was going to do. This is going to be our Dryosaurus exhibit. Now, you might remember last episode I was talking about how, oh, we're going to, extend the hill, and it's going to go out like that, and down to the river. I realized after like 6 or 7 attempts, and I really wished I'd actually just made like a creative copy of this world, one might say. It's one where I can like put a ton of test builds in, test for space and stuff. Let me move my mic over a bit real quick. I kind of realized, well, actually, it was probably like 2 hours of just messing around with the terrain. I realized it was just really difficult, for one, the stairway, to get it to line up well with an exhibit, because it would have to stop at some point, and then putting enough space between the Ceratosaurus area and the Dryosaurs, because, well, Ceratosaurs eat Dryosaurs, so, I kind of want them to have some space. Although, yeah, I know they don't actually eat each other in this one. What do I have in here? Oh, we do have some biofossil. We got our little scarab pickaxe there. I actually got a mending book, so that was good. I got that from a dungeon I looted. I think I looted that last episode. Not in last episode, but before last episode. I don't think I had my pickaxe last episode. Anyway, I've covered up most of the ravine already, which is actually really good. Well, not most of it. I guess I've still got that, but most of the ravine's now covered up. And I've brought this level with the other path, and I just generally think this is going to make a much nicer exhibit. My only concern so far is that they're going to try and jump off the cliff, at which point we might lose a couple Dryosaurs. But I'm pretty hopeful they won't do that, we can have hope the Dryosaurs aren't super stupid. So where you can see the red wool, that's where the fence is gonna go. And this is the one, I'm not sure what I want to do for this fence. Either we might actually redo, quote unquote, the cobble fence. I'm not sure I will though for this exhibit, mostly just because I don't know if I really want to spend that much time on a wall I'm never going to see. Although some may say, why did you spend so much time on that wall if you're never going to see it? Of course, that one's really not that expensive. Or, you know, difficult to build. Like, I built that entire fence in less than 10 minutes. It's really easy. What? There must be lava down there or something, because I think that's a lava particle effect. Anyway, that's kind of spooky. But yeah, this is the new Dryosaurs exhibit. I'm really happy with how it looks. And I'd be like, what's this? I terraformed this side of the hill before I came up with this idea. So I need to re-terraform this. Basically, I just need to cut it down a bit. Either I'm going to cut it... No, I am going to cut it down, I think. Because I'm thinking we can stick one more thing back here then if I cut it down, and then that'll kind of finish off the first 4 exhibits maybe, or we'll put a building here or something, I'm not sure. Some of the plans I've got for the Dryosaurs area, so I want to put a water feature in, but I can't put it in right away, because if you're familiar with this mod, you know the Dryosaurs have a pretty nasty habit of drowning, like, almost immediately. They seem to find water as soon as they hatch, and then they go drown themselves. And it's actually really depressing. So we're not going to put any water in immediately. We might put it in later. We definitely can't do deep water because, again, they will drown themselves, which is, again, really, really depressing. But as for the decoration of this exhibit, and actually the Stegosaurus exhibit, I kind of want to do this style, the spruce trees. And I don't know if that's entirely accurate for doing like Jurassic style dinosaur or Jurassic dinosaurs with a spruce biome area. Well, I guess technically it would, because conifers would have been around then, and that would have made a majority of the forest, because oak trees and things like that hadn't come about yet. So conifers actually make a lot of sense. So yeah, we're gonna kind of extend that down here. So I'll probably replace those oak trees with pine trees. Yeah, and then this will have some of that. We'll plant in some spruce trees over in the Stegosaurus area, and then figure out what we want to do here. And then we'll be just about done with this first section, and we can start heading off down to some of these other areas, such as down to the river. For this section of the river, I don't know if I think we did go over here last episode to discuss what we put here. Oh yeah, I was thinking about doing like a big, so we might fill in this little like pond area. And if I can actually just find a good view of the river, build like a bridge over to that area, and then we'll put some stuff over there. Maybe we'll put some cool carnivores over here. We might actually make the river for the Sarcos or the Henotis. I think that's what I was talking about with that area. So we've got that we can do. I've got my AFK fish farm, which is going to be moved. We have this whole area to extend into, which is pretty easy to expand into, considering it's not super flat, but it's relatively flat, and, you know, kind of... Actually, even just this little indent here could serve as an exhibit. We could maybe put, like, Ankylosaurus in here, and it's a cool shape as well, so that could be kind of interesting. And, of course, we've got the area back there where we're going to put some stuff. We might put an exhibit down there, and then one on the other side of the hill as well. I don't know what I want to do there. We'll figure that out when we get there. Laboratory. So, we'll get to the laboratory in a second. We're actually going to wait for night to fall, and then we're going to hop back out here and hatch the 2 new dinosaurs, the Stegosaurus and the Ceratosaurus. Now you might be like, oh, aren't you going to put the Dryosaur in? Not at the moment, actually. Mostly due to the fact that if we quickly hop into the house, where is it? The egg chest. I only have 1 Dryosaur. So... right now, at least, I kind of want to wait to get one in until... Do we have any Dryosaur bones, maybe? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Okay. So, I want to get a couple more Dryosaurs before we start putting them in there. Like, the Ceratosaurus is fine with 1, and the Stegosaurus is fine with 1, in my opinion. How are we losing cows? I don't understand this. Like, are they just escaping or something? I'll build an actual cow pen later. Anyway, like the Stegosaurus and the Ceratosaurus, it was fine to have 1 in my opinion, just because they're both pretty big. They're both medium-sized dinosaurs, so, you know, they kind of, well, they don't fill up the exhibit, but they, you know, they kind of, why can't I control my mouse anymore? They make their presence known, you know, you can see them from a distant ways away. Except from, I guess, the Ceratosaurus, which it keeps hiding in that back corner. I don't know if she's gotten stuck or something and can't get out, or if she's escaped. I think we should go look for her when we lay down the other Ceratosaur, because that might be a problem. Yeah, if she's escaped, that could be a real big problem. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy because I think we've got a decent plan going on out here. Let me just see. Did she escape? I don't think she did. I think she's right back. Yeah, she's just right back here. She's trying to escape, but she can't because I'm too smart. That's the other problem I noticed with this fence, is that once the Ceratosaurus got to the fence, it kind of just stopped moving because, well, I don't know. Sometimes mobs in this game, oh no, she's moving again. Hello. How old are you? You're 15. I don't think she's fully grown yet. So I think that's good. You're calm. That's also good. 14%. All right. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So sometimes they have a weird thing with certain fence types, namely that one, where there's a lot of weird block. Not telemetry. A lot of weird geometry in the fence. Because they tend to get up onto a block, think they can get through, they can't actually get through, so they just kind of spin or just try and go forward where they can't. And they sometimes just get stuck in there. And I mean, like, they don't die or anything, and it just looks weird, but that is another reason why I don't really like this fence style right now. Mainly just because the dinosaur gets stuck on it. So we might be reverting to the carnivore, for the carnivores at least, to somewhat more like this style of fence. Although we'll obviously have to build one with an overhang for the raptors, because, you see, I actually kind of want to do something different with the raptors this time around. Well, actually, I guess when I say different, I mean something I've already done before, but I want to do it better this time. And that is, what season was that? I like that I refer to seasons, even though this one isn't counted. I'm not counting this as a season. I didn't count the last one as a season either. I might not even keep the old video, the previous park videos up, because I don't think they were very good, in all honesty. And I'm more happy with how this series is going, because, I don't know, I think with the last one, I probably just started too soon after ending the last one, so I wasn't really very motivated to make videos on this series, and then, since I wasn't motivated to do it, I didn't want to do it, and I kind of ran out of ideas really quickly, and I wasn't working with the terrain well, so that one just fell apart. Because, and then I guess the other reason is, and the same reason why I wanted to do that park without the season with it, is because I don't really want to do seasons anymore, if I'm honest. I think this is going to be the last park I ever do. Now, some of you are going to freak out at that, probably like be like, oh my goodness, why are you only going to do one more park? Or this being the last park. I don't know why. Someone did laugh that I used a Mickey Mouse style voice for you guys. So I guess I can try a deeper voice. You guys can sound like Arnold. Oh, it's a 96%. Ooh. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, and we have a male. Sweet. All right, so we have a male Ceratosaurus now as well, so make sure to leave names down in the comments for our little male Ceratosaurus. Ooh, we can get a male Stegosaurus too. That'd be cool. Because the male Stegosaurus have the really cool yellow skin. Oh, you know, that's another thing I might do. So I can't live stream currently, and that's because my internet is literally the worst. I used to be able to upload episodes in like 10-15 minutes, like good like 30-40 minute videos in like 20 minutes. So that was really nice. Now a 20-minute video takes about an hour for me to upload. So yeah, my internet's like garbage right now, which is why I haven't live streamed in about, you know, I haven't live streamed since like the Second Age, basically, which is a Lord of the Rings reference if you're not familiar with the Lord of the Rings. Cold, warm, cold, warm, cold, warm. Which one are you? You're warm. Good job. Good job, little egg. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, live streams. But I remember, some of you guys will remember back in the day, I did some live streams where I worked on custom textures. And part of me feels like I kind of want to do that again. Make some custom textures for the dinosaurs. Reason being, I just think it'll make everything feel a lot more unique. Because, you know, everyone's dinosaurs in everyone's series all look the same, right? Aside, I guess, from Poet Plays, because he has custom textures for his dinosaurs. And I used to do custom textures very often back in the day. The first couple of worlds I did, I made a lot of custom textures. I had a custom Stegosaurus, Triceratops, Pachycephalosaurus. Stop standing over the egg. Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed's 57. Wow. You know, Tumbleweed is gonna like, I'm gonna make sure Tumbleweed survives. Out of every dinosaur, Tumbleweed has to live because I want like, I don't know. Which is also, I guess, bringing back to the original point, which was how I want to do the series now is basically I just want to keep going till I have nothing left to do. Once there's nothing left to do in the series, you know, I've got no more plans to build anything. I've lost complete steam with the series. No real reason to revisit it. I'll end it, but I don't know. I feel like I can probably get a good 100, maybe 200, if we're lucky, maybe 300 or 400 videos in before then. And I'd like Tumbleweed to be there for the very last video we do on this world because, I don't know, I think it'd be nice to have, you know, this absolutely, well, I guess one might say ancient dinosaur that's been with us since episode, like, what, 4? Which, I don't know, should probably be like 6,000 days old or something like that. It'd be ridiculous. That would actually be really cool, I think. But yeah, I'm very much considering bringing back custom skins, so maybe I'll do live streams for that again once I can live stream again, because I think that'd be fun and very interesting to do, so the dinosaurs, you know, look unique. I don't know, and if I can do it in a live stream format, I think that's better, because then you guys can influence me, like, oh, this coloration might look cool, or that coloration, you know, a bit more interactive stuff. Ooh, 98%, 99%, ooh. And it's a male. Sweet! That actually worked out really well. Huh. Alright, so we have a male Stegosaurus and a male Triceratops, if you guys want to name those down in the comments below. We're not going to work on this, what is it called? The Dryosaurs exhibit this episode. I kind of just wanted to hatch the 2 dinosaurs and show you guys what was going on here, because I have a third thing in the test world, like I was saying. I guess to go all the way back to the episode, the laboratory. I have a lab test build that I'm working on. I'm actually really happy with this, and I'm very glad I decided to test building it in a creative world rather than just straight in the world, because it's gonna be a lot easier to build it if I already know what I'm doing. I just need to find an area to clear out for it, because it's actually a decent size, but it will fulfill a couple of needs we need with the park, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly cut over to that world. See you guys in a second. All right, guys. Here's what I've been working on. This is the, I guess, prototype of the lab building. The prototype's not done. This is meant to be a greenhouse, or, you know, it'll be a greenhouse at some point. I might actually extend it out a bit for more space. But this is the building I'm kind of working with at the moment that we might eventually see in the world. We got a lot of stuff in here. It's not the biggest building I've ever made. I've certainly made larger laboratories in previous worlds. But I think this one will actually just looks better than most of them, and it's actually a lot more practical in terms of what I've got going on in it. As you can see, it's mostly made out of white concrete and cyan terracotta, which are not blocks I actually have a lot of. I barely have any terracotta, so I need to get like a fortune shovel so we can get a ton of clay. And we just need to collect a ton of sand and gravel to make the concrete, which will probably take a little while. But this gives you a general idea of how big the thing is going to be. And you know what, let's just do a quick tour real quick of what's going to be in here. So first off, we have this area, which is going to be a bit like a lobby. I don't know what we're going to put in here. We might put like a couple decorations, maybe like a table here with like some artifacts on it or something. Maybe one like that here. Then we have this room here, which I haven't built the machine yet, but this is where our super analyzing machine's going to be. Basically, you know, if I can get the redstone, if I'm, you know, committed enough to do it, I'll build a machine so, you know, we put all the stuff in here, it'll distribute out evenly to all the analyzers, and then we get all the results down here. So really easy analyzing. We have, I'll get to that in a second. We have what will be the DNA cold storage. Also, I finally got not enough items installed, which I'm really happy about. So this will be DNA cold storage. It doesn't need to look like this, obviously. I just wanted to do that because I thought it would look cool. This will be the entrance into the botany room, or the, you know, greenhouse. And then this is what I'm really happy with. And you might be wondering, like, oh, why don't I have windows here? I might actually put windows in the final build. This is just a test build. And I don't know why I have this in. I also don't have lights in most of the things, so you know what? Let's just take some torches real quick. And just, we'll light up the lights here as we go. This And again, like some of the dimensions here might change depending on what I want to end up doing for the build. But this is meant to be like a little hatchery area. We can go and hatch dinosaurs in here that we aren't quite done with their exhibits. So they've got this little indoor area with some observation areas up there, as well as a little outdoor area because I felt bad giving them so little space. Mostly because, and I'll probably make the door bigger as well. Mostly because I realized, we might eventually have, I was like, oh, we'll put like little baby dinosaurs in here. Except, they might grow up before we finish an exhibit. So, we might have a rather large, like, Megaloceros or Mammoth that we kind of need to keep happy, which, might prove difficult. So that area might expand a bit as time goes on. Anyway, we up the stairs here, which I'm actually really happy with how these look. We have a little, like, the look-in area to the holding pen, which I think looks really cool. We got this little light thing there. I don't know if it'll actually be sea lanterns in the final build, depending on whether or not I can find them. And then we have what is pretty much the final room, which would be the culture vat room, which won't actually have this many cultivators in it. It'll actually just be probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like 7 or so, and I'll build like little things so, when they explode, they don't really destroy the entire lab, because I've had bad designs before that kind of ruin themselves with, yeah, actually putting windows here might be a good idea. And I might expand this indoor area a bit too. I want to put some decorations in, so it'll look a lot nicer in the end. But yeah, this is, if you guys wanted a preview for what the laboratory is probably going to look like, you got a pretty good idea now. It's going to be a decent size, I think. We can always expand it in the future as well. I wanted to go with really modern style, I guess, because I thought it would look cooler if it was a more modern style. I don't know why that. I don't know. I just made a ton of little design choices I thought would look cool. Kind of like I put all these, I guess you might call them, what are they? Air conditioning units up on top of the ceiling. We got a couple up here. That's like the main building one for like one room, another 2. That might be like the AC units for the like holding pen. This is like where the DNA cold storage is, so I put like a ton of them up here because we need to keep that really cold. And yeah, that's what I'm working with at the moment. Again, like I keep saying, I'm probably going to expand it a bit, maybe make a bit more space in the rooms, add this or that to it. If you guys have any suggestions as to what I should add, let me know in the comments below. But the other thing I'm going to say about this is it probably won't be finished for quite a while. In fact, we might not even start laying the groundwork down for it for another couple episodes, just because it's made out of a lot of materials I don't really have a large amount of or at all. So it's going to take a little bit to build it, but I think once it's built, it's going to be really cool, and it'll be a lot better than the random line of culture vats I've got and the one little analyzer I have. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed, and until next time, guys, see ya.